Femininity is a choice, is it? If you stop wearing makeup, shaving, or wearing feminine clothes, would you feel judged or would you feel free? With the return of feminine aesthetics like the coquette or the trad wife, femininity is always repackaged and resold in a different way. But is it empowering? Or is it just all gender expectations being reinforced? Today we are trying to unpack femininity and see if it's truly a choice or a script forced on women to follow. What does femininity even mean? Femininity at its core is associated with safety, softness, creativity, and passivity. But those traits are neither biological nor socially universal. Judith Butler in Gender Troubles argue that gender is not something we are, but something we perform, which means that gender is just a performance, is not something that is innate within us. So our clothes, our expressions, the way we dress, the way we act is just coming from social expectations, is not coming from something within us.
To say that gender is performative is a little different, because for something to be performative means that it produces a series of effects. We act and walk and speak and talk in ways that consolidate an impression of being a man or being a woman. We act as if that being of a man or that being of a woman is actually an internal reality or something that's simply true about us, a fact about us. Actually, it's a phenomenon that's being produced all the time and reproduced all the time. So to say gender is performative is to say that nobody really is a gender from the start. I know it's controversial, but that's my claim.
Similarly, Simone de Beauvoir in her book Second Sex famously says, "We are not born women, we become women." She considered femininity as a change throughout cultures and history. In her view, if femininity was something within us, it has to be similar throughout cultures and throughout history, which is not the case.
C'est que être femme, ce n'est pas une donnée naturelle. C'est le résultat d'une histoire. Il n'y a pas un destin biologique, psychologique qui définisse la femme en tant que telle. C'est une histoire qu'il a faite, d'abord l'histoire de la civilisation, qui aboutit à son statut actuel, et d'autre part, pour chaque femme particulière, c'est l'histoire de sa vie. En particulier, c'est l'histoire de son enfance.
In pop culture, femininity is shown in lots of different ways. For example, Elle Woods from Legally Blonde showing a very mainstream feminine woman, yet very smart and capable.
Yes, Your Honor. This window. Had you ever gotten a perm before?
Yes.
How many would you say?
On the other hand, we have Gone Girl with Amy Dunn, who manipulates femininity to her own gain.
You need to package yourself so that people will truly mourn your loss. And America loves pregnant women. As if it's so hard to spread your legs.
Those two different examples show that femininity in this case is a performance and an expectation rather than a real thing that is within women. Now let's go back to the big question. Do women choose femininity or do they conform to it because of social pressure? Consider this. Women who wear makeup to their jobs are considered more reliable, whereas the others who do not use any makeup are considered lazy and unprofessional. In a research published in Perception, researchers found that women who put on makeup are rated to be more reliable and more professional than women who don't. That doesn't sound much of free choice for me though, which brings us back to Naomi Wolf, which we talked about in a previous video. Naomi Wolf said in her book The Beauty Myth that women's looks and beauty are not just self-expression, rather it's tools to keep women under control, keep them from getting the career they want, from activism, and from self-development. You can check the previous video if you are more interested in Naomi Wolf's The Beauty Myth. Even in feminism, there is a debate. Some feminists believe that claiming beauty is a form of feminism. It's an empowerment. But others believe that the beauty standards is just enforcing the patriarchal beauty standards. Some TikTok movements, like the bimbo movements or the treadwife, is claiming that they are going back to femininity, empowering women as they are. But still, are they really empowering women, or is it going back to male-enforced beauty standards? Now here is the catch. Women who do not put on makeup, who do not go with beauty standards, don't shave their body hair, are labeled as man-hating feminists. But women who enjoy dressing up and following trends in fashion are sometimes seen as women who are playing within patriarchal rules. This creates a double bind, and we always see it reflected in media. Men say that they like natural beauty, but still they want flawless, poreless skin. Women told that they should embrace their own beauty and like themselves as they are. Still, they are bombarded with lots of ads about skincare and how to have the flawless skin. But this is not new. We've seen that in literature multiple times. Like for example, Madame Bovary, who her pursuit for beauty and luxury was the end of her. So literature is telling us you have to be beautiful, but be careful. It might be the end of you. In lots of the classics and lots of novels that we always read, the heroine is always seen as a flawless, beautiful woman. So every woman, of course, wants to be the heroine. Still, sometimes there has to be a cautionary tale that beauty is not everything, and rushing after beauty is not going to make you happy. So do we want to be beautiful or not? Which makes femininity both alluring and a very dangerous thing. Is femininity actually a trap? Femininity itself is not a trap, but the way society is commercializing femininity and is judging it, policing it all of the time, makes it feels like one. If femininity was actually a choice, women won't feel forced economically, socially, and always judged if they are not participating in it. True empowerment is not about performing or rejecting femininity altogether. It's about being free in choosing what to do whenever you want to do it without the fear of being judged or even rejected by society. Now I would like to hear from you. Do you think femininity is a trap, or do you think it's a kind of power? Let's continue this conversation in the comments. And if you are interested in more deep dives into literature, feminism, and society, do not forget to like this video, subscribe, and wait for my next video. Bye!